Already you have learned about the max and all. You have learned arithmetic, you have learned the geometry. Now this time you have to go for new branch. It is called the algebra only. Listen, all of you. Algebra, you have heard the name maybe. You have already started all these things in the lower classes also. Even if you already know that, just listen the class, all of you. Clear? So when we are saying that, some of you already interested in cricket and all. So some two batsmen scored 100 runs. That means the first batsman's score we don't know, means runs we don't know, second batsman's runs also we don't know, but we will write that some of the two batsman's score equal to 100. So we are using x as the first batsman's runs, y as second batsman's runs, then total it is equal to 100. Clear? So here what you are seeing that along with the numbers you are using variables means in the sense
Excuse me,
English alphabets. English alphabets we are using X and then Y. That is alphabets we are using literals we will call them. Means this is called the algebra.
no, ma'am.
Means along
Excuse
with the
me, ma'am.
numbers we are doing. Stop talking that.
Ma'am, please explain in Hindi.
Hindi it's difficult. You listen because actually I have problem with the Hindi and all. In between I'll try. That's all. I cannot say that I can teach in Hindi and all. You listen carefully. Okay. First day you feel difficult. Later you will adjust with English classes also. So here what we are seeing that we don't know what is the runs of the first batsman. So we are assuming that let X be the runs scored by the first batsman and Y be the runs scored by the second batsman. But we know that sum is equal to 100, right? So I made a equation like this: x plus y equal to 100. So x is a English alphabets only, y also alphabets only, but plus you know that it is an operation in max. 100 you know that it is a number. So along with the numbers we are using alphabets and at the same time operations. This type of the things we are dealing with this chapter, that is algebra. By hearing the name you should not worry. Algebra is the name. It is a new branch for you maybe. So but it's a very good topic only. We have to learn many things regarding algebra in this chapter. So what is the first point I have written? The branch of mathematics in which we studied numbers is arithmetic. That means when you are saying 2 plus 3, when we are saying 10 into 15, there you are dealing with the numbers only. Arithmetic we are calling. In the lower classes what we have studied, that is called arithmetic. Later what we learned, the next branch geometry, constructions we learned, making the angles, drawing a line, point, plane, like that we have learned. These all comes in the branch geometry, right? So all these two branches are very familiar to you. Now the new branch today you are going to learn about algebra only. That is the another branch of mathematics. Now in algebra what we are learning, see the point in next year. The main features of the new branch which we are going to study is use of letters. Means A, B, C, D, any letter you can use in that, but we don't know what is the value for A, we don't know what is the value for B. It can depend on the situation, it can take any values. Now one more property also in algebra we are using. Use of letters allows to write rules and formulas. Do you know that formulas of a perimeter of a square? We know the formula of area of the rectangle. Everywhere we are using some letters. So already you have used algebra knowingly or unknowingly. For example, perimeter of a square. If a square is taken and the side is A is the side of the square. What is the perimeter? We will write 4A. That is 4 into A. What is the meaning of this one? All the four sides we added, isn't it? Sum of the perimeter of the square. So we got a formula, the 4 into length of the side of the square, that is called the 4a. Now L and B are the length and side of the rectangle. What is the formula you will write for area? Area of the rectangle equal to L into B. So in you have seen the first example what I told, because cricket and all everybody is interested. Some of the two batsmen score equal to 100. I made an equation there using variables there, right? But at the same time the x can be 60, y can be 40. If x scored as a the first batsman scored 220 means the second batsman can score 80. Like that we are using variables in the algebra. But in lower classes you have learned formulas: perimeter of the square, perimeter of the rectangle, area of the rectangle. Like that we have learned area of the perimeter of the equilateral triangle. All this you have learned, that all the applications of the algebra only. So already you have started to learn algebra. Now we are giving the rules, that's all. So here what is the second one? Use of letters allows to write rules and formulas in general way. By using the letters we can talk about any number and not just a particular number, because the same rule, if you are going for a square, it can be length of the side of the square can be 2, length of the square of the side can be 5. So any number can take according to the question. So we are using the letters for forming the formulas also. Now another thing, next point what I have written here. Secondly, letters may stand for unknown quantities. By learning method of unknowns, we develop a powerful tools for solving puzzles and many problems in our day-to-day life. You may be played many things. You remember a number, like that you have played many games. All these applications of algebra only. Thirdly, since letters stands for numbers, operations can be performed on them as numbers. This leads to the study of algebraic expressions and the properties. So but your class you have to study just a beginning of algebra only. Don't think that it is a difficult topic. It is already you started to learn algebra. Now you are going to learn in a more clear way, that's all. So algebra is the new branch of mathematics you are going to study, where we are using letters and with operations, understood? So the that is called algebra only. In a small way, in a simple way, if I tell means, we are using the uh, operations also, we are using numbers also, and we are using variables also. Okay, so that is the new branch which is called algebra. Now let us start with the example. So Amina and Sarita are making patterns with the matchsticks. Matchsticks, you already know that what it is and all. They decide to make symbol patterns of the letters of English alphabet. Amina takes two matchsticks and forms the letter A. It's already marked here. L is formed here. So here if you check how many matchsticks are used here, one, and here two. So for making one L, how many matchsticks were used? Two matchsticks were used. Now, this is done by who? Amina. And what is the next girl? Sarida. Sarida also picks two sticks, forms another letter, and puts it next to one made by Amina. That means we are having how many L's now? Two L. So she added another two matchsticks and got first L is completed by Amina and the second L is completed by Sarita. So two L's we got now. Now Amina continuing the process. What is happening? How many L's are there? One, two, then three. But in the case, how many sticks were used? Two. Now Sarita put two more six, so another two came. So total how many came? Four, right? Now here how many sticks were there? Two plus 2 plus 2, total 6. Now this pattern is going like this. See this one? Here 2, then 4, then 6. Now what happened? Their new friend came, Appu. He looks at the pattern. He asks the girls, how many matchsticks will be required to make a 7 L's? We told that Amina made one, Sarida made one more, and Amina made another also. So three we got, and we counted and see that six were there. Now the question of Appu is that how many matchsticks are required for making 7 L's? So what is happening here? We are making a pattern here. See that one. Number of L formed. When one L is formed, how many matchsticks are there? Two. Two L's are formed. How many matchsticks were used? Four. Now, the three L's are there. How many matchsticks were used? It is six. Now, naturally, you know that if it is four L's are there, what is happening? Another two more will be added. The number became eight. Now, five L's we have to form. How many matchsticks required? 10. 6 L's, then 12, then 7 L's. How what happens? 14. So Appu's answer got here. In 7 L's, how many matchsticks required? 14. So Appu get the answer by using this table. What happened here? Here a pattern is forming, right? So for 1L, 2, and 2L it is 4, and 3L it is 6, 4L it is 6, so 5L it is 10, 6L it is 12, 7L it is 14, 8L it is 16. Now if it is goes, my question is that suppose I used 10 L's, then how many matchsticks will be used there? 10 into 2, you know that it is equal to 20. Right? So Appu get the answer by using this step. And what is answer he got? His question is for 7. Right? 7L, how many matchsticks is required? So 14. So after observing this one, you came to know that a pattern is forming there. So number of matchsticks required 2 into how many else? Isn't it? 2 into how many else? We'll go back the table now. 2 into first L. So 2 into 1, 2 only. Now here how many? 2 into how many L's we have used here? 2 L's. So 2 into 2. Now what happened the third case? 2 into how many L's? 3. So 2 into 3, answer is 6. Like that we are getting a pattern. So number of matchsticks required equal to 2 into number of L. For n equal to 1, what is the answer? 2 into 1 equal to 2. N equal to 2, it is 2 into 2 equal to 4. N equal to 3, 2 into 3 equal to 6. What is the Sarida's conclusion you see now? The rule is very powerful. Using this rule, I can say how many matchsticks are required to form even 100 L's. Isn't it? I don't need to draw the pattern and make a table once the rule is known. What is the rule we got? 2 into number of L's. So now the question is 100 L's she wants to make. So how many matchsticks will be used? 2 into 100, it is equal to 200. Clear? 2 into 100, it is equal to 200. So with the help of algebra, see, because number of L's we are going to use by n. So n we are replaced with 100. So how many matchsticks required? 200. I think you got the idea. So in our daily life, we are forming a pattern. We are making a rule with the help of algebra. Then what happens? We can go for any higher number also, isn't it? It is one of the situation we had given to. Now what is the next situation? More matchstick patterns we are going to learn now. Amina and Sarida have become quite interested. They now want to try pattern of letter C now. C, English C here we are not using since it is a matchstick. So we have formed a shape of C here. So the first C, how many matchsticks you can see there? Isn't it 3? 1, 2, 3. So by using 3 matchsticks, they formed to make a C there, isn't it? So in one C, how many matchsticks are there? One C, how many matchsticks are there? 3. Now it comes to two C's. One more C added there. So 3 plus 3, 6. Again, 3 C's to make. 1, 2, 3. How many matchsticks the result? 9. Again, 4 means 12. So, you can observe that it is a multiple of 3 we are getting. So, after observing this pattern, that is 2n is required for making which one? L. Now, the pattern I'm asking you, what is the pattern for C? 3 multiples we are getting. So the pattern will be number of matchsticks required for making C, that is equal to 3n. Right? So this is the way we can write algebra. So just a beginning only, you feel easy now. Algebra is not a difficult topic. So number of matchsticks required for making C, and the pattern we got 3n. How we got? The first 3 we got. For the second 2 C's means 6 became, and 3 C's means 9 became, 4 C's means it is 12 became. So the what is the pattern we are getting? It's a multiple of 3. So we are writing 3 into number of C's. So that is why 3n we have used. It is not necessary that I should use always n only. I can use any alphabets. So again they are interested. So what they are doing? They are using with the 4 matchsticks another letter F. So let us see how they are making. F1F we considered. So what is happening here? How many sticks they have used? 4, right? So similarly 2Fs means another 4 more is added. So again 2 into 4, 8 over, then 3Fs means again 4 into 3. So what is the pattern we are getting here? 4 into n, 4 into A, where A is the number of F's. That's only. You can form the pattern based on the numbers. So the first case it is used for, the second case you got it is 8, then it is 12, like that it is going on. So the pattern will be 4n. If anybody is not interested with the n, they can use a 4b, where b denotes the number of f. Anybody wants to write 4f only, f denotes the number of f. So any alphabets you can use, but if you form a pattern, what is advantage? We can we can get any number of f you take, we can get total number of matchsticks is used for that. So think of other letters of alphabet and other shapes can be made from the matchsticks. So find the rule. I gave 3 examples for you. A pattern of the letter T. T, how many matchsticks are using? First, you should identify. How many matchsticks are using? 2. So the pattern will be 2n. See this one? T, we have shown here the matchsticks. So how many matchsticks you have used here? 2. So the pattern is 2n. Now Z is the next number. A pattern of letter Z I have used. Z. See that how many matchsticks you are seeing there? 3. So the pattern will be 3n. Now the next letter we have gone for U only. See that how many? So it is equal to 3n only. Now I gave for 3 examples. So based on the matchsticks we have formed, for T it is 2n, and for Z it is 3n, and then U it is 3n only. Okay. Now don't think that always you will get a simple pattern like this 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 10 and like that only. Huh? So it can be in a different way. Now see this example. Look at the following example of matchstick pattern which formed an equilateral triangle. The triangles are not separate. That is the condition. Two neighboring triangles have a common matchsticks. Observe the pattern and find the rule that gives the number of matchsticks. Okay. So the first case, how many matchsticks were used? Since it is a triangle, you know that it is a three-side closed figure. So 3 matchsticks are there, right? So for the number of triangle, when it is 1, the matchsticks is 3. So 3 we have used. Now second case, what happened? 1 is common there, isn't it? Again, you can see that 5 matchsticks were used. Now the third question, it is 7 matchsticks were used. Not sure means count and verify. You can see that it is equal to 7 only. Now 3, 5, 7. Like that the pattern is going on. So what is the number of matchsticks required here? The formula became 2 into 1 plus 1, that is equal to 3. 2 into 2 plus 1, that is equal to 5. 2 into 3 plus 1, that is equal to 7. Like that one pattern is forming, and here we have written that pattern, that is 2x plus 1. So if I'm making 10 triangles, what will happen for x? X will take 10. 2 into 10, 20, then plus 1. 21. Like that, we are getting a pattern. So the previous example, if you observe, it is easy to form the patterns. Now, by this type of the pattern, you need little practice. That's all. So I think you got a little bit idea what is the algebra and all. I repeat from the beginning. What is the first case we have learned? We are finding a common rule for making a pattern. So what is the rule we made for making a pattern of T? It is T when we are using, we have using two matches 6. So the pattern became 2n. When we are going for Z, the pattern became 3n. Next, we are going for which one? U. U also, we are having 3n only. If you are interested, you can do as a rough work. You can see the alphabets and you can find out the pattern for that one. How many matchsticks are required for A? How many matchsticks are required for
Then what is the
any other letters also? X. Like that. It is depend upon you how you are making and you can form the patterns, right? So now one more example I had given, that is for equilateral triangle only. So here it is a little bit different. Is the new pattern, some difficult way it started. So it is called a 2x plus 1. Instead of x also you can write any other alphabets also. There is no problem. You should mention that it is x means number of triangles, like that. So I won't suggest that you should learn like this. Whatever I taught in the class, go through the video first. Note is required means
ma'am? What is the work?
I'll send in the PDF in your group only, right? So with this,
Okay, ma'am.
I'm stopping the sharing and all. Now I'll unmute all of you. Okay.
Teacher, class ended.
Wait, some more times are there. 5 minutes left. 1 second. See, 7 participants are late to the class today. Wait, let them come inside. Okay. 7 participants are waiting in the lobby means they are not joined in the correct time. So once class started,